coffee.
I got this espresso machine. I got this espresso machine for my birthday. I've been dying to get it, and it's so awesome.
You do the double shots like the Cuban coffee?
Double shots, quad shots.
Jesus,
it's phenomenal. Trust me. I got my own grinder. I got my own espresso. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I got my scales, and I got my tamper. I got all that. This one machine.
I
don't need it. It does it all.
It's got the little like thing up there. You turn, you grind down. You got like the little cup.
It's got the built-in grinder. It weighs the coffee beans for me, and it's just phenomenal. I just made an espresso in like 60 seconds.
It's not going to keep you awake the rest of the night, is it?
Maybe.
Maybe. All right.
Maybe.
All right.
My wife's like, you're not going to be able to sleep later. I'm like, yeah, but if I don't, I'm going to go to sleep during this show.
Yeah, you got. I appreciate the balance of trying to push through.
Yeah.
Speaking of show, did you start Only Murders in the Building yet? Season 4?
I have not.
All right.
I'm waiting for him to get like episode 5, and then I think I'm going to jump in.
I do the same thing. I think episode 4 comes out this week. I did the first 2. I'm like, all right, I love the back-to-back. And then the third one, I was like, shit, there's not another one? So I may wait for 4 and 5 to come out, because this season is actually pretty intense. So you want to kind of like go.
I saw the trailer and I was excited. But
it's good.
Yeah, I'm waiting. And plus, this Menendez brothers mini-series thingy comes out tomorrow. And I've been waiting. Yeah, and I've been waiting for that.
Or whatever they call it. They did with Dahmer?
Yeah. The same people that did Dahmer, they do it the Menendez brothers. So I've been waiting for that. I'm gonna watch that.
Did you see?
Especially I don't go to work till 7 at night.
The Old Man on FX is a good show.
The Old Man?
Yeah, with Jeff Briggs. Very good though.
Jeff from Dumb and Dumber.
I don't think so.
Oh no, it's Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Bridges. He's which one? I know Bo Bridges. Which one is Jeff Bridges?
From Tron.
Tron. Iron Man.
Yeah, okay. The Big Lebowski. Jesus Christ, how did I forget that? Big Lebowski is one of the greatest movies of all time.
Yeah, Big Lebowski. He was in there. Yeah,
the dude, bro. The dude about I blinked for a second.
The dude.
The Big Lebowski, one of the best movies ever. But
I tried.
Let me see what the hell channel was on.
I tried that Kevin Hart show. It didn't catch me. I turned it off.
I don't even know why you try to do that.
No, because I like old school vibe.
Yeah,
and it was Muhammad Ali. It was Muhammad Ali, and Kevin Hart was one of the main reasons why I stopped watching it, because I thought Samuel Jackson was all right.
Kevin Hart is the main reason why I didn't watch it, because I was like, "Oh, you're the lead actor." No, thank you.
No, that's what I said. He's the main reason why I stopped watching it.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not a big Kevin Hart dude, so
nope.
He kind of ruined it.
I like the one he wasn't too famous, when he was on Comic View. Once he got big, and I guess as Cat Williams was.
Yeah, I don't like the new stuff. Like Borderlands, they made the Borderlands video game movie, and it just looks so bad. I was like, I just can't.
Yeah, we're done here.
That's what $1 million was. The $1 million heist is called Fight Night.
Yeah, Fight Night.
I see. Okay,
Muhammad Ali Fight Night.
All right.
So I couldn't. It didn't catch me. Me. I gave up on it.
I think it was on Hulu. Mastermind.
Everything's on Hulu.
It's the lady who like the show Mindhunter is about this lady. She's one of the 3 people that started profiling and everything like that. She was one of the 3 who did it. And she profiled a bunch of people. The reason I bring it up is she was on the Menendez, the first trial that ended in a hung jury, because she was the one that said the father raped the son, was abusive.
They're trying to turn it around.
Yeah, like the only thing they could do, like the older brother had to protect the younger brother because the older brother grew up, dad stopped molesting him, started with the younger brother. They didn't know any other way to end it other than do what they did. It had nothing to do with the money, had nothing to do with whatever. It was, this was their only way out. And so she testified on that, had a bunch of facts, a bunch of information, and the first trial was a hung jury. The second trial, the second judge, like, no outside people, nothing from the last trial, no experts, no psychologists. Here's the facts, and that's it. And then whatever, 12-0, they're done.
Yeah. I always thought it was the money.
Yeah.
Money to money.
Maybe the show gonna tell me something different, but I always thought it was, but like them boys did it for the money. Yeah. And they thought that all that, molestation and all that being bad, all that stuff was going
true or not. Because I bought into it. I'm like, I don't think they should have gotten away with it. But if that was a real thing or not, or if it was just a defense.
The Aaron Hernandez show started too.
I saw that. I saw that preview. So
yeah,
I'm gonna let that simmer.
Started this week.
I want to watch that. FX really like these crazy things. Huh? First Doc Rivers. Yeah. I mean, not Doc Rivers. The LA Clippers show.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I gotta see that. They say Ed O'Neill's in there, right? He's the old dude. He's the owner.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays on.
Say the tight end's hung.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
Come on, bro.
I mean, at least you waited 5 minutes.
I almost drowned, dude. You couldn't give me a second to drink water?
At least you waited 5 minutes.
Oh, gosh.
Bro, but yeah, so, all right, some good. Did you do Umbrella Academy?
Yeah, I have not watched it yet, but I need to.
Did you watch it?
No, not yet.
He don't watch Umbrella Academy.
Because I'm curious.
My other homeboy watched it and finished it, and he didn't really like it.
That's what I heard. I didn't see it yet. I've not seen the last 2 seasons, but I like how I heard it ended. Like you tell me, 8 seasons of Game of Thrones. I'm going to tell you the best seasons were 7 and 8. And I know people who like Game of Thrones hated 7 and 8. So I know at the end, 5 was
seasons season's 3.
Well, there's some good, but people like the diehard Game of Thrones people are like, no, the books are the best. 7 and 8 was lame. I thought they were good. Yeah. I didn't read the books. So with this,
there was no book for 8.
That's what I'm saying. So people were pissed off about it. Like, oh, this can't be a good season. It didn't come from the book. HBO wrote it. But I heard how Umbrella Academy ends. I think it's a good ending. I'd buy into something like that. Like, I think it's a good way it ended. I think, but a lot of people to watch it, this is like 4 years for this.
Yeah, they told me they didn't really like it, but at the same time, like they only gave them 6 episodes. They didn't even believe in it, but I'm gonna watch it just because I watched the first 2 seasons and I liked it.
Yeah, you got to.
So I'm gonna give it a try. I just haven't been in a rush to watch it. I've been busy.
I watched Lady in the Lake. It was an Apple one, but on the app I was able to get it with it's a lady's name, Natalie Portman. It's about just some chick who died, but ended up faking something. It was about numbers. What's that?
A lady in a lake?
Lady in a lake. They killed her. Like the opening scene is some dude dragging her into a well and dropping her. Then it's her story as it progresses. And Natalie Portman, like simultaneously, they're living a similar life. It's actually a really good show.
I just watched something where they drop somebody in a well.
They say that Jake Gyllenhaal
on Netflix. Damn, what did I just watch?
What's Jake Gyllenhaal?
I just watched something on Netflix.
I think he's playing like a lawyer or something. I'm not sure. I don't know the plot, but
I watched the first episode. It was all right.
Oh, okay. That's what he is, though. He's a lawyer.
Yeah. Okay. Damn, I forgot the name of that one too. Mine's getting old, buddy.
It happens, man.
But I just watched a weird one, and it had something where they drop somebody in a well and swap bodies and shit. Man, what the hell is this?
That's kind of what this is like. I thought it was pretty good.
No, man, they swapped bodies, and then the guy went in the girl body. He ended up
This is not that.
He ended up killing her, and
I know you're talking about, but
I just watched it.
That's not a new show, though.
I just watched it. I didn't know
through her eyes.
Yeah, through her eyes. Yeah, I just watched that one.
Yeah,
my homeboy put me up on it.
Yeah,
all right.
I thought they told you about that a long time ago. We watched that like
Netflix,
2 years
right?
ago.
Yeah, it's Netflix. Yeah. I don't know. They just put me up on it a couple of weeks ago. I watched the whole thing over a weekend.
Every now and then you get a new cycle of stuff comes through. It looks brand new and you check it. Like 4 seasons ended in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Like shit, it's that long ago, but it's a complete show. Yeah, I want to see that. I've seen that come across a couple times.
No, it
wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
Presumed Innocent with Jake Gyllenhaal. I think Jake Gyllenhaal's not bad.
That's it right there.
That's good.
That's it right there. I watched the first episode.
Okay.
I haven't went back to it yet, but it wasn't bad enough.
Now there's a show on Apple TV.
Bad Monkey.
I heard that's good too. Oh, funny.
Bad Monkey.
I think it's the show Surface. It's the girl that played in Beyond the Lights. I think it's that show. I think
never heard of none of that.
Surface.
But that's a pretty that's a pretty good show. It's she's a DA or something.
Beyond the Lights.
She gotta solve like this murder. I think it's a good show. I liked it anyway. At least I liked it anyway. But it's
in a nutshell, strange, fantastic, suspenseful. That's how they describe it. I'm down for something like that.
Man, Texans play Vikings this week.
Yep. I think Monday or Sunday.
No,
Sunday at 1.
That's gonna be a good one.
Let's get to the NFL. You want to run over your team real quick or what?
Sure.
Now that you say run over my team, that's exactly what happened.
That we put that reel out. You're like, I've seen this movie. I've been here before.
I told you guys I saw it before.
Money on the Colts. You're like, listen, I've seen this movie. I know how this is going to end. Don't do it. So what do you got
seen
for
it
your Colts right now?
I've seen it
right now.
So 2 weeks. So this is our team in a nutshell right now. Okay. They're playing with a young quarterback, basically a rookie. This is his sixth game. That last week was his sixth game starting in the league. His sixth. Usually when you have a quarterback starting his sixth game, he's young, you say, all right, the rest of the team is going to carry him because he's young. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be up and down. He's going to make mistakes.
Okay.
This is how you bring a young quarterback along. Nope. My team says, hey, guy with 6 starts, we need you to go win it for us.
Gotcha.
Because our defense is getting punched in the mouth for 2 weeks in a row. Packers ran the ball 50 times Sunday.
Didn't Jacobs have like 100 and something yards, like 120, 130 yards?
I thought he had 1,000 yards in the first half. I heard
150. I didn't want to say it though because it sounded really bad out loud. But I think he had 151. I was trying to give you some
in the first half.
I think for the whole game, like I think he.
No, I'm pretty sure he had like 1,000 in the first half.
Yeah,
on a hurt back.
I'm pretty sure he had 1,000 yards. The Packers basically went out there and said, "Hey man, did you watch the Texans game the week before? Let's just do what they did."
That's a good point. Fantasy for you daily fantasy guys out there. We already dropped you the nugget for Felix last week with the defense. Roll your defense, whoever's playing the Titans and the Jets. Unfortunately, right now, I thought it was going to be Buffalo's bad defense against the run, but you got 159 and 151 against the Colts 2 weeks in a row. Daily fantasy, you might want to load up on running backs going against the Colts.
Well,
Gems,
good thing
you can only find it at Respect the Game podcast.
Well, good thing this week we're playing Chicago, and I really don't even know who their running back is.
Swift.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. DeAndre Swift.
We'll find out this week. It sounds like.
Yeah. Good thing is him. It's not like Josh Jacobs or Joe Mixon.
Now, first week, was it at Colts or at Houston?
No, it was in Indy.
Okay, I was going to say because you're finally going home, but all right. Listen, this could easily be a get right game.
And DeForest Buckner's on IR now. Juju Brents is on IR now. Latu's hurt. Who else is hurt? Yeah, we already lost Ekimon to IR. He's done for the year.
Okay.
So the defense is it's kind of shaky, and they're saying, hey, we know you only got 6 stars, buddy, but we need you to go out here and win the game for us.
So you got Chicago coming in. Caleb's not looking too good. We'll get to that a little bit later. He's also their leading rusher with 59 yards. So to your point, it doesn't look like you guys are going to have to worry about the run game so much. And DJ Moore has got 89 yards. Listen. So you have a get-right game, as the kids say right now. Do you trust you're going to get it?
Listen. I've been watching Gus Bradley for 3 years, all right? Gus Bradley is liable to say, hey, man, they only got 59 yards rusher for the whole season. Let's stack the box and make them throw the ball.
Oh, my God. Listen, I went through it years ago at Buffalo. I know exactly what you're talking about. 0-2 right now. We talked about it before. The first loss, you can find silver linings. You went toe-to-toe with probably the best team in the AFC. But last week, going to Green Bay with a less than good quarterback, that was a tough one. I expected them to roll there.
Listen, man, 3 years in the Gus Bradley. 3 years in the Gus Bradley experience, I'm done. I'm over it.
That's defense, right? He's got to go.
Yeah, I'm over it. I'm tired of this cover 3. Let's play to not get beat, then don't break. I'm tired of it. I want a defensive coach that's going to attack somebody. Go punch somebody in the mouth. Don't wait for them to throw the punches at you and try to dodge.
Man, you sound like a Buffalo Bills defensive guy.
I'm tired of it.
Dude, I'm with you.
It's only so much your front 4 can do. Like,
isn't it built with like the really good secondary, the front 4 to kind of do that?
No, they built.
But
it's built from the front. It's built from the front 4. Like, all your money goes to the front 4, and linebackers. Your front 7 in that defense needs to be dominant.
Okay.
The only really teams that run that cover 3 that really have shutdown corners is probably like Houston, I think. Houston, they got a corner that's good. Terrell and maybe the Falcons. But like, if you look at other people who are in that cover 3, they're all built with low end picks or whatever. Like, I don't even know who the corner is at 49ers.
So yes or no? Yes or no? Colts win this week.
They better.
All right.
You lose this week. I don't know what you lose this week, but you're putting yourself in a real bad spot.
Yeah. 0-2 isn't bad, but 0-3 could be a big problem.
Yeah. 0-3, you're looking at yourself in the mirror like, yeah, man, it's a slippery slope.
I gotcha. Rob, my man, we had 49ers last week.
Yeah.
Week 1. No surprise. Week 2 kind of shocked anybody. You worried about 1-1, or is just the first part of the season?
No, I'm not. It didn't shock me because we lost to them last year. People tend to forget, and I think because Sam Darnold and I guess a lot of the unknowns, people just forgot what happened last year. To be honest, I feel like this is gonna be the downward trajectory.
Okay.
Of our team.
Really?
We probably gonna have to build it back up. Yeah, I mean, you the last 4 years, 5 years, deep into the playoffs, Super Bowl runs, it just takes its toll. And we already have players that are prone to injury to begin with. Debo,
valid point.
CNC. So I just knew it was a matter of time that these guys would run into what they're running into. Now, the good thing is we got supposedly one of the most talented teams in the league that can overcome it, and our schedule isn't too heavy where we can't get through it, but I guess we're gonna see what's it about
going to an 0-2 Rams team that has almost every receiver wise hurt on their offense.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing with that, and Felix always attests to it. You got to throw records out when it comes to division games, because the records don't matter when it comes to division games, because the coaching staff know each other. More than likely, players done swapped, so there was former players on each side of the ball, and then you're dealing with a Shanahan compadre, so to speak. So them guys know each other end to end. They do some of the same stuff, philosophies and all that. So anything can happen. For people that might think we should just go in there and wash them. Again, I said it a couple episodes ago. Our division is wacky. We tend to fight with the Rams, beat up on the Cardinals, split with the Seahawks. Then the Cardinals, they tend to thrash the Rams.
I mean, Rams are 0-2, but I mean, Rams aren't getting blown out by anybody. I mean, last week, and we'll get to Kyler in a second too. But yeah, the Rams, you're right, division game. You don't know what's going to happen. You always play a division harder, throw the record out the window. I'm with you.
We're going to be home, so we should win. And, honestly, I kind of like this spot that we're in a sense that, Purdy's going to have to do a little more or show a little more.
That's true. If you're looking to pay him this year, you got to show it.
Correct. Ayuk got the contract that he wanted, so now you are the number one target. You want everybody saying, well, if he was in this offense, he would have this amount of targets and these are. Well, you know what? Here you go, because there ain't nobody else to throw the ball to.
That's a good point. Yeah, so, Debo's out. CMC's out. Kittle's doing a little bit of something. Yeah,
dude is sinking my fantasy team.
You remember?
Who's that?
Remember we
Ayuk.
Well, I mean,
he'll get there.
Rob
made a good point though. This team is built to overcome. Like they plugged in Mason. He went for 160 the first week, like there was no big deal. So
it's because it's that Shanahan zone running scheme. Like again, it's been that system has been tried and true going back to his daddy. So you just got to have one or two.
We 0-2 versus,
and you can do it. And he honestly speaking, and people may be against it when I say this, but Mason kind of fits the scheme better as far as the running aspect. One cut go. CMC is the better talent, of course, and he could do more. But as far as just running the plays and doing the run plays that are designed, he does that well, and he doesn't do all the fancy stuff that's needed. Like he just boom, one cut, lane, and get and go. So, I mean, I think we'll bounce back. And I mean, I want to see how we come back. It was just a rough game. I ain't really put too much stock in it. I'm not really worried.
Yeah, early in the season,
I still got going. Remember, I said 12-5.
Yeah, you were the more realistic, I think, of everybody. So yeah, you're gonna hit bumps. It's no big deal. Except early on in the season too, a couple of your main guys are hurt. You weather this storm. I still see them as top two in the NFC.
Yeah,
Buffalo playing.
Too talented.
Yeah, there's way too much there. The defense, everyone's good on that team. You got a long season. I think bye is kind of mid season, I believe. So you guys should be all right.
Week 9 or week 7.
That's not. 9 would be better.
Yeah,
but
I like 10-11 stretch.
I'm with you there.
It's all good.
So Buffalo came down here to Miami, went to the game. Ridiculously hot. So with Buffalo, that's the game that I want to see. I want handoff. No crazy passing, no crazy running. Josh Allen had 2 yards rushing, even trying to run the clock out. Cook took off for a 40-yarder. That's the offense that I want to see. I know people love Allen. He jumps. He does all this stuff. Your quarterback cannot be your main guy. You need him to facilitate. You need him to make a play when he needs to make a play. You know, our receivers going over fantasy and whatnot, trying to see is there a receiver to get for Buffalo. I realized Khalil Shakir is the only holdover from the whole receiving corps from last year. He's the only guy left. Everybody knew. So I'm very glad Buffalo is taking the time to run the ball first. Kincaid, you know, he's getting doubled, leaving his other guys open. Allen is doing his thing, but very controlled. Hurt his hand week 1. I was upset about that. Stop diving and jumping. Play within the offense. Defense, I thought, we talked about it last week. I thought Miami was gonna have 30 points. I thought it was going to be whoever had the ball last, 30 to 35 type football game. I was shocked. Yes, I'm a Bills fan. I did not expect Buffalo to do what they did. I still believe their coaching needs to be switched. I'm glad they ran the ball more. The offense looked good. The defense looked great. Interception. Was it Buffalo's good defense, or is Tua that bad? We'll talk about that in a second. But as a Bills fan, I'm happy. This week, Monday night against Jacksonville, you know, Jacksonville 0-2, Buffalo 2-0. Jacksonville has some playmakers, but in my opinion, we've talked about it on it here before. Trevor Lawrence is just a guy. I don't think he's going to do much as far as elevating the team. I think Buffalo should beat Jacksonville. They're going to Buffalo. Monday night, Buffalo should do very well. I believe Josh Allen has a very good primetime record. It's not here on the screen, so I can't solidify that. But I think Buffalo beats the Jaguars this week.
Jaguars?
The Jaguars. Now, those are our teams. That's our recap for our teams. Let's get to the season. What's up first? Justin Fields, Kyler Murray, Sam Darnold. Who are we going to hit first?
Who's up first?
Tell me who you want to talk about.
Let's do Darnold.
Your boy Darnold. You, my friend, you have the stage because you have preached Darnold for months and months and months and months. The floor is yours, sir.
I told you guys, he's got the tools. Listen, if anything you could see is him with an offensive coach was going to turn it around. He doesn't have Dumpy and Fumpy as his head coach right now. All right, he's got a legitimate coach. He played in the offense last year as San Francisco's backup, so he knows the offense. He just had to learn KOC terminology and how KOC run it. He went out there. Addison's hurt. Justin Jefferson was out. He still was in there
on
throwing strikes.
Rookie in there, yep. He's
got the tools, man.
Receptions right now. That pass he hit Jefferson in stride from the end zone to about the 50. Caught him, didn't break stride. Took it 97 yards.
97.
I mean,
he hit him on that. He hit him on that dot too.
Yeah, bro. No breaking stride. He was hauling ass. You have the best receiver in the league, highest paid receiver in the league, right now earning what he's getting. 8 receptions, 24-yard average, 2 touchdowns in 2 games. That's not bad. 192 total total yards. Darnold with 476, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks, averaging 238 a game. I'll live with 2 interceptions if you're giving me 4 touchdowns. And on top of that, you got Aaron Jones mixing up nicely with the running and catching. So to your point, if Darnold had weapons, like most quarterbacks, and Darnold had a coach, like most quarterbacks, he would succeed. And here we are, 2 games into the season. They're looking pretty good.
Looks good.
This week.
Throw Carr in there too. Honorable mention.
We'll get to that guy in a second too. I hate giving Felix all his credit on these guys.
I mean, we got 1 or 2 we can get him back with.
But so they're going to Houston going to Minnesota this week. I think that's going to be a pretty good game. Houston is stacked. Again, to me, top in the AFC, maybe 1 or 2. Until you knock KC off, you got to have them up there. Houston, though, is looking like a legit number 2 in the AFC, easily playoff bound, I think. Going to Minnesota, I think it's going to be an interesting game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. I didn't know they was playing that game. I wish that game wasn't at 1 o'clock while I'm watching the Colts game, because that's the only game I watch when they're on. But
I'll let you know how it goes.
I'll look at,
we'll let you know.
Commercial break. I'll look at commercial break and see what's going on over there.
Just look at the group chat. We'll definitely keep you informed.
Get you another TV or something in red zone it, but we'll be watching it first.
Yeah, no. I can't. I have to have undivided attention.
You're not gonna need it, I don't think.
Yeah, I gotta have undivided attention. I have to focus my anger in one spot at a time.
Oh, okay. When you put it that way.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
Yeah, I don't want to have my anger spread out. You know what I'm saying? I don't even look at my fantasy. I don't even look at my fantasy team during Colts games.
No, I don't look at my fantasy team until halftime. I want to at least see what's going on. If I see a guy score on the red zone, I'll be happy. But I don't really start messing with fantasy to mid for first half. Like Rob said, your boy Carr. I mean, holy crap!
Lighten it up, bro. I keep trying to tell you guys. I keep trying to tell you, he got an offensive coordinator who knows what he's doing. He's not out there with Pete Carmichael and a bunch running the 1980s offense. He's got a new coach. He knows what he's doing. Okay, I think it's one of those Kubiaks over there.
I
think it is. I think it's the son, right?
It's our Kubiak. It's our Kubiak.
It's Clint. It's Clint, right?
Clint,
yeah. And then Clint
left us, I think, to go over there and do the same exact job. If I'm not mistaken.
So Clint Kubiak,
if not, he went to assistant, but he left us to go do the same job.
He's talking about somebody who's raised, in that offense. His daddy run it. His daddy learn it. He raised it. And then there's another Kubiak coming up too. Y'all gotta look out for him. That boy they say he's a genius.
No. Do we got him?
I think it's Kirk Kubiak.
Kubiak? Jesus.
I don't know. It might be. Something. It's one more. And he's supposed to be
it's the little brother.
He's supposed to be the big brain on Brad.
So you got your guy here. 5 TDs, 1 interception, 443 yards on the season.
Throwing that thing.
You got Kamara, 35 rushes, 198 for the season, 4 touchdowns. Did pretty good this past weekend.
Murdered me this weekend.
Rashid Shaheed, 169 yards, 7 catches, 2 beautiful bombs. I mean, Carr's putting it there, and this guy's got the speed to get to the ball.
That one against Dallas was crazy.
Was nice, bro.
Like, did he? I said, did he just throw that and it just dropped right with bing?
That boy was something else.
That boy Shaheed got a rocket up his butt.
He was flying out there. Philly 1-1 is going to New Orleans this weekend. Philly at New Orleans. 1-1 Philly.
I got the Saints.
That's a tough one, right?
I don't know, man. That's one of my bets that I looked at and I was like, you know what, man? I don't know. I kind of like the Eagles here. You know what I'm saying? They got something to play for. They angry. They hangry.
Last week they was angry last week.
They weren't hungry. They weren't angry last week. They was coming off a win.
But you have New Orleans people thinking New Orleans is a fake 2-0 team. They've got something to prove.
New Orleans is too high, and Philly is probably too low, and it's gonna come here and even out here. And I'm telling you.
I think they're the second best team in their division. I still got Tampa with the edge because I think they just got a better overall team. But the Saints gonna give people problems. It ain't gonna be no easy outing.
I'm telling you.
I'm with you there. Saints are looking tough. Yeah, like Tampa Bay Baker. I thought that game at the Detroit last week would be a shootout. They keep it under control. Baker's one of those guys. Good coaching, still skilled players, is just balling his ass off. Who I think, Felix, you put in the group chat the other day, Darnold and Baker. Like, you guys got rid of these guys for Bryce Young. Bryce Young gets benched. Dalton's coming in. That's a movie I've seen 100 times. Dalton,
that's what I'm telling you. When Bryce Young is on his next team, you better watch out.
That's what happens. So they're that bad in Carolina where everybody leaves and does better. They're the new age Miami Dolphins. When you leave the Dolphins, you go to the next team, you start looking good.
Man, you better watch out.
Not only looking good, but looking perfect. 158.3, I believe it is the perfect passer rating.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I took the Rams +1. I thought they'd easily handle the Cardinals. I could see it being close. I did not expect Kyler Murray to have the best game of his career. The passes he hit Junior with looked great. After the week of like, well, it's not my job to give him the ball. Like, he's out there, I get the ball where the ball needs to go.
It was your job today.
He got it where it needed to go. So one thing I'd said from doing this podcast with everybody talking about it, I was going to push my past judgment on Kyler Murray to the side. Last year was injuries, him, his team around him. He came back in, did okay, still nagging. I'm going to push that to the side, go into this season with a clean slate. I watched him against Buffalo. I was like, you know what? He's moving a little bit, or he's moving around. He's quick with the ball. He does look to pass the ball first and second before he likes to take off. He's like Mahomes like that. He's not looking to run first. When he has to, he will. And he's much quicker than Mahomes. He makes me nervous when he does that. As a Bills fan, I was like, shit, you got to get this guy. He's going to end up taking off. But he waits and waits and waits, and boom, 40-yard pass, great plays. He did that this weekend against the Rams. I mean, what? Absolutely perfect passer, bro. Perfect. I couldn't believe it. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, like I said in the beginning of the season. So far, he's not proved me wrong. He's like, yo,
Tyler's a dog, man.
Jump on the bandwagon.
All right.
214 a game, 428 total, 4 TDs, no interceptions. That's a good quarterback right there, right now. And this week against Detroit at Arizona. Detroit going to Arizona.
Take the over.
That could be an over game.
That's one of my bets.
Over is 51.5.
Cardinals take the over.
Cardinals are 125. Cardinals are plus 125, plus 3.
I have a bonus bet. I'm gonna pick like 8 games spread.
Okay.
I really shouldn't have got this thing on my computer. I'm telling you right now. I just fucking lost.
I mean, aren't so good.
I just won a table tennis and I lost a table tennis in the span of 5 minutes.
You have to have that. I don't even understand that.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I did one the other day. They're like, yo, check the second set. If the guy's up, if he won the first set, up second set, he's going to win. Okay, $25. And negative. Where's my money? It said it's going to win. And I checked. Nope, he lost. $25 gone. I'm like, you know what? I'm sticking to football, sticking to WNBA, which I can do that. And I'm gonna leave it be.
By the time
I just won table tennis just now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Look, see, he left. He quit.
Yeah, I was trying to put it in, and it said, "Oh, suspended, game over." I said, "No, what?"
No.
You got saved because
I just put money. This dude was up. This dude was up 2 sets. He's up 2 sets. He's up on the 3rd set. I put $50 to win 60.
Oh, wow.
Well, I did 25 on 36, and I lost it for an extra $11.
They was playing best out of 5 series.
It's always best out of 5.
Oh well, see, I thought it was 3.
You gotta win. You gotta win 3 sets to win.
No, I thought it was 3 too, because the ones I saw, Buddy won 2, and the match was over.
Well, you gotta win 3 sets.
The bridge is over.
Yeah, I lost. He won the first set, was winning the second. So I'm like, all right, I put the bet in. So apparently he lost the next 3. It sounds like.
Yeah, it's the best of 5. Bro. You gotta win. You gotta win 3.
Oh, okay.
So you'll find somebody up 2 sets, and then drop some money either way. Sometimes I'll drop it on the underdog. If he start winning in that 3rd set, you know what? He got the momentum.
No.
Let's round this out here with your boy Justin Fields before we get to the duds of the season so far.
Oh, the duds.
We had talked about Arthur Smith wanted Fields. Tomlin wanted Russell. Russ is out with a calf injury. Fields is in. Now, week 1, you were boasting about Fields. Yes, they won. He got him in position to kick field goals. and you're like, what more do you want out of your quarterback? I want my quarterback not to be bad. The game, yeah, they won the game.
6 scoring possessions. That's what you.
Again, numbers lie. I get what you're saying.
They don't.
They were
Numbers never lie. Numbers never lie.
Did a little bit more last week. Hit his receivers, passing. He's not the leading rusher on the team, which is a good thing. Najee Harris has got that wrapped up. Is Fields staying with this? If Russ gets healthy, does he get replaced? What are you guys' thoughts on Justin Fields and Russell Wilson?
I mean, I say just keep him in. Keep him in now. I mean,
you're winning. You're winning. So you don't want to change it.
Yeah, he got you 2 wins until he digresses. Until he digresses, I would say, as we say in sports, ride the hot hand. So right now, he's not winning them the game, but he's not costing them either. So
great point. I was just about to point back to Felix's thought. Like 6 scoring drives, you and I are like, bro, no, he's not doing good. But his team won. He got in position. They weren't scoring touchdowns, but they won the game. Week 2 comes. He's not flashy, averaging 136 yards passing per game. No interceptions, 1 touchdown. He does have some rushing, but the team is winning. So do you want Russell throwing, 30 for 40, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and or running around with like a chicken with his head cut off and being close to winning, or a guy that is fitting right now the system? They're not flashy, but 2-0 is 2-0. I saw the Pittsburgh Steelers that have 2-0 for the first time since 2020. Is that the team? Is that the quarterback? Or is it the overall everything right now is working in their favor?
I'm going to say everything right now because, again, at least for me, he's not putting them in position to lose, and that defense is pretty good enough that they can
agree,
hold
100%.
the opposition. Now, outside of Atlanta, yes, we're early in the season, so Atlanta, expectations, people think had these expectations for Atlanta.
I had super high expectations for Atlanta.
But they play Denver, rookie quarterback, defense is okay. They're not really an offensive threat. So, I mean, again, they did their thing, but I think they're gonna simmer out as the season.
I'm with you. It's 2-0, not flashy, not losing. You can only play who you can play, but they're not beating the studs of the NFL, but they're beating the games they have to win.
They just beat Philly.
No, we're talking about Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, because I'm with Rob. Like it's nothing.
I thought somebody mentioned the Falcons. I'm like,
well, we did. They beat the Falcons. Yeah, your 6 scoring drives.
Are you watching the show?
Yeah,
he's trying to get his geolocation set up so he can bet from his computer now. So speaking of betting from your computer, going to your team, they're playing my wanted to win Rookie of the Year, who as of right now is not looking too good. I believe the rookie punter, who he told would not be punting that often, is the most important player on that team right now.
Oh Lord!
What do we say with Caleb Williams? Are we concerned? Is it just a rookie?
Nah, man, it's 2. He's been a quarterback in the league for 2 weeks. All right, let's calm down, buddy.
We understand growing pains. We're not too concerned then because he's got the weapons.
Nah, he's all right.
That video of DJ Moore getting to his feet, rolling on his back, and just doing one of these. Do we read into that DJ Moore is already pissed, or was it just an in the moment type thing?
I think he's a little frustrated. I think it's probably a little blown, but I think he's a little frustrated to the fact that he's a receiver. So they always think they're open.
100%.
They always think they can contribute. So those 2 throws that I saw that he missed, DJ, I think that's where it stemmed from. But overall, do I think he's like frustrated? Nah, I just think he was just frustrated at that time. But the piggyback or to go back to that, I don't want to hear it. You don't
want to hear what?
With the hype around him. Now I get
he's still only a quarterback for 2 weeks.
Cool, but all right. So here's my thing about it, or here's my thing with this situation, right? So last year, right, Justin Fields struggled or whatever the case, and what did they say? Oh, it's Justin Fields. He can't read the field. Da 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 da. And to some people, us and other people that watch or study the game, we said, nah, the O-line is not too good. Also, that's why he is doing a lot of running around.
Yeah.
Now, 2 games into the season, now it's the offensive line. He's still a generational talent. He still has all the tools in the tool bag. It's the offensive line. It's the same. It's the same offensive line.
So are you weighing Justin Fields 3 years versus Caleb Williams 2 weeks? Is that what you're doing?
No, I'm saying it's ironic that because of the hype behind him, they're already finding excuses for him versus
they found those same excuses for Justin Fields when he was a rookie.
I don't recall that.
Yeah, they did.
Fields is what, year 5, right?
4? Might be.
Yeah, I think 4, and I think he did 3 in Chicago. So we had 3 years of film with Justin Fields. You can't compare that to 2 weeks with Caleb Williams.
Oh, but he was called the Messiah though, so we can't do that.
It's 2 weeks.
But I get what Rob's saying though. There's nothing that he can do that's gonna be blamed on him. Like there are some guys that no matter how good they are, when they mess up, it's that guy's fault. Like we can go back to Justin Fields the exact same way. A few years in, we've seen tape on Justin Fields
right now.
Yeah, Bryce Young is one. Like there's the whole team is bad across the board. He's not making it any better by not being a good quarterback, but he hasn't had a time to be a good quarterback because everybody around them is bad. Mm-hmm. But you also said in the beginning that the hype. So here I'm going to come to protect Williams, so to speak. The hype was so much around him that those who will criticize him are not going to take Felix's thought of, well, it's only 2 weeks. He's supposed to be good. He's supposed to be that. He shouldn't mess up. The ones are going to come at him super hard. But at the same time, I get Rob's side. He can do no wrong in these people's eyes. He can go out there and throw 5 interceptions. Well, the ball was wet. It was raining. The turf was just painted. He's fallen. He's in a perfect setup where no one is going to allow him to be criticized.
That's all
because they think it's going to be the best thing ever. Like Twitter was blowing up in the preseason. Look at this back behind the thing throw.
Exactly.
That's preseason against nobody. Against a defense that is not showing you anything.
That's all I'm saying.
But I do believe it's rookie growing pains too.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with what Felix is saying or the assessment that yes, it's only 2 weeks in, but the hype. Oh, look at all the talent they gave him. This, that. Yeah. He, my brother, right there. Oh man, he didn't have a defense in college. Wait until he gets to the pros and he gets this. All right, he got everything for him, and he's showing.
They 1-1.
Growing pains. Oh, all right. See.
Are they 1-1?
That's what, yeah.
They 1-1.
Oh yeah, they won week.
That's what happens when a rookie quarterback got a defense. Like you're gonna go through growing pains and you still can win.
Yeah, you need that because you need to go through some stuff. 1-1 and 0-2 is a big deal, and you're dealing with that 2 punt returns or a interception or something blocked and brought in.
Like if you name me the quarterback that has planned and does not make any mistakes. Like show me him. Where he at?
They're not there. Dudes will make mistakes, and again, 2-3 years in, week 2,
the best quarterback in the league makes mistakes. I seen him last week.
Nah, he handed the ball off a bunch of times, only ran for 2 yards. No interceptions so far this season.
I saw the best quarterback in the league throw picks last week.
I'm telling you, we saw the same thing. Miami had no shot, bro. It was beautiful. I'm with you 100%. But I'm with you. He's
the best quarterback plays in Kansas City, and he was throwing picks last week. Every quarterback makes mistakes. Like if you got a problem with Caleb and you upset, you always gonna have people like Rob. He upset that he got the hype he got. So any little mistake he makes, they blow it up. Every quarterback makes mistakes.
I just said it should be earned instead of thrust upon him. I'm not mad. If he's the real deal, he's the real deal. But
there's a quarterback with hype every year. Peyton Manning had hype. He went out there and broke the interception record. But
Peyton Manning was actually really good in college too.
So was Caleb. Caleb won a Heisman Trophy. Peyton Manning didn't.
Okay. Huh?
You know what a Heisman Trophy is, right?
Yeah.
It's the best player in college football.
Yeah, you're right.
The best quarterback in college football. Let's not get twisted.
No, best player in college football.
When was the last time a player won? Do you remember?
What do you mean?
Like
last time a player
quarterback who won?
Devonta Smith, maybe last one.
When was that? He won? Devonta, really?
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Do you even follow the sport?
College football? No, not at all. I remember Rod Woodson. Not Rod Woodson. I remember Charles Woodson won at Michigan. I remember that.
Well, I think if I'm not mistaken, Devonta Smith was the last one.
That's cool.
Non-quarterback.
Speaking of non-quarterback, what are your Baltimore Ravens 0-2? Are we worried about Baltimore or no? Just growing pains.
Not in the least.
Part of the season. Who do they play this week? The Falcons, I think. No, the Dallas Cowboys.
They play the Cowboys.
So Cowboys are 1-1.
Damn, I'm good. Devonta Smith.
Week. He won? Okay, good.
And before that was Derrick Henry. Before that.
All right, good. So I'm because I remember listening to Golick and Greenberg years ago, and Golick would always lose his shit over. Just call it the quarterback award. Nobody, unless you're a 3,000-yard running back, a 2,000-yard receiver, you're not touching it. And the Heisman is a quarterback, and that's it. They always throw guys in there. When it gets towards the end, the quarterback is always going to win it. So I was just curious.
Well, because they make the plays.
Some of them do. You are correct. They are the focal point.
Yeah, they put up the numbers. They make the plays.
Are we worried about Baltimore? No, it is what it is right now.
Nah, I'm never worried about anybody after 2 weeks.
Gotcha. What about Dallas? They had a whole thing with Jerry Jones today. He's like, listen, we got to go through the lumps of the season to make sure we get to the playoffs. They beat Cleveland pretty handily. And who'd they lose to this weekend? The Saints, right? They lost just as bad.
It's
1-1. Yeah, it's 1-1.
Where's the Heisman odds?
People are worked up over, like you said, it's the second week of the season, but now it's a time to panic in Big D. Like they're 1-1. They blew one team out, and then they were blown out. Shit happens. You have 18 games. It's 18-week season. You have 17 games.
Yeah.
But you got something to talk about. I don't think Dallas should be worried.
It was 69.
No. What's the difference between losing week 1 and week 2 and losing week 8 and week 9? It's 2 games.
Yep.
So
no playoff seeding yet, but some of these teams get into their head. Oh, we're 0-2. We're 1-2, 1-3. We're out of the playoffs, and they start getting nutty. Other teams, desperation will drive them, and they'll do better. 0-2 Tennessee. I don't think we're worried about that.
You guys want to know who the Heisman Trophy favorite is right now?
It's got to be your boy,
Cam Ward, baby.
I would like to see a Hurricane win. That'd be pretty cool. You guys have turned me into a Hurricane fan.
It's been a while.
You guys have turned me into a Hurricanes fan. I'm not a college football person, but you've definitely. I sit there and find myself on Saturdays like, where's the Canes game?
But now that you say it, though, I'm looking
the players and shit. It's weird.
I'm looking at the odds, and I'm looking at 3, 6, 9, probably 9 before you get to someone that's not a quarterback.
Okay. I'm glad but see, you research, other guys have won it, but it is a predominantly quarterback award. But they are the focal point. They are doing, especially college. A guy can throw for 4,000 yards and run for 1,500. They are more of a focal point in college for sure.
Well, yeah. And plus, it's so many of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like every team don't have a raw defender or a raw running back. Yeah. There's like 5 good running backs in the whole 100 and something teams.
Yeah. And with college, if you do score 80 points, you don't need a good defender on the other side. They're probably only going to score 30, and you're going to be just fine.
That boy from Boise State. Whew. Ashton Genty. Yeah, he played running back.
That's a fun name.
That boy there, boy. Whew. He scored like 6 touchdowns last week.
Oh, shit, I lost my place. The Chargers, Harbaugh, run, pass. Justin Herbert looks great out there. Is Herbert always good or just had bad coaching or what is it? Because that run game is looking solid out there. Dobbins is running his ass off left and right. Gus Bus, same. They both have equal carries, but Dobbins is much more dynamic, not hurt. NFL, it's not your ability or your best ability is your availability. Dobbins is finally not hurt, and he's running wild out there.
Yeah, he is. He looks good. He looks real Ohio good. State Dobbins.
27 rushes, 9.9 average, 2 touchdowns. Herbert, 137 a game, but 3 TDs, 1 pick. Ball control.
Look, that's what happens. I mean,
the first 2 weeks, the quarterbacks in general across the league haven't had low passing yards.
Yeah, did you see that?
It's been a lot of check
20 of them that are 200 or less. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's been a lot of check down Charlie going on in the league this year. Yeah. Everybody playing that cover 2, you know what I'm saying? And they having them 2 safeties up there. They don't want to get beat deep. They turning all the quarterbacks and check down Charlies.
2-0 Seahawks. Is that a surprise to anybody?
No, I like their team and I like their coach.
It's not a surprise, but I think it's a fluke. They're not a strong 2-0 team in my opinion.
Nah, I think Seattle's legit.
Okay. Miami's going to Seattle.
That's legit. And that defense is legit, boy.
I like Lil Dion.
Over under 41.5. Miami Tualis going to Seattle. Over under 4.5. Seahawks minus 4.5.
Minus 4.5.
Over under 41.5. Seahawks are favored minus 4.5.
I would take over. Seahawks can score. Seahawks can score.
They can't put up, but I think with Skylar Thompson, I don't see them scoring much. I see the minus 4.5. I see Seattle covering that. Means
Seattle's going to score the rest of it. Yeah. Seattle going to put up 38.
I can see that. So Miami going with no Tua. There's no way he plays this week. Should Tua retire?
He's on IR. He's done for at least 4 games.
4 games, right? Yeah.
And they said that's minimum. They said that boy they look for him to be out.
I think to this week it'll be Skylar Thompson, and I think it'll be Snoop for the rest of the.
They brought him in, right? I heard they signed him off the practice squad, right?
Yeah, I think Snoop. Snoop with Mike McDaniels is gonna be nice.
I think so. I think Antonio Pierce said what a lot of people wouldn't say, but they should say it, and I felt what he said. The man is going to more than likely live longer than football. There is life after football. You have to think about your family.
Yep.
You've had 4 major concussions.
Yeah, they weren't little ones, bro.
Total.
Like knock the fuck out type concussions.
Yeah.
I feel the opposite. I feel if you want to play, you play.
Well, who was it? It was.
Ain't nobody going to retire me but me.
Javid Best. Burleson was talking about this. He goes, what do you think? Because Javid Best had to retire for concussions. And he's like, listen, the thing is, it ain't a knee, it ain't a shoulder where you're sore, an ankle where you're sore for 4 or 5 days, you can't move. You get your belt, knocked out, your brain scrambled on Tuesday. On Thursday, you're feeling fine. Like, I'm good. I'm fine. But the next day, you're good to go. So you don't really think about the long term. When you bust a body part, you're like, damn, you're limping. You're sore for days, even weeks. But you get your bell rung. Hey, I'm back. I feel nothing in 2 days. You're invincible. He goes, that was the hardest thing for me. I felt fine. But I knew one more of these, I'll be good after a week. But long term, it's going to do so much more damage. And he goes, it was a real hard decision to make, but I did it. I finally got through it. It was rough for the first year or so, but I'm no longer like waking up with headaches. I'm no longer having a weird double vision or some shit. Like, it's an issue. Like, it's a problem.
I was a big Javid Best fan. I was upset when he retired.
He didn't want to lose his mind. Like, what's his name too? Is like, I want my kids to see me play. It's probably have YouTube, bro. Like,
Robert Smith retired early, like a lot of them dudes.
Yeah, I
would retire.
Dudes love talking about Luke Kuechly. He was crying on the sideline 2 or 3 times because he didn't know what the hell was going on. He just out there crying like, I don't know. My head hurts.
He needs to play. He needs to play smarter. Is what he needs to do.
But apparently he can't do that.
He's a quarterback. Like, you don't like You need to just play smarter, dog.
Yeah, running is not his thing.
That concussion was the most stupidest play that he could have ran.
But that's what we're saying. Even to defend Caleb, he admitted it on the show. He doesn't know how to slide. That's not something. What did the man do? The man went and learned. They did the slip and slide just so he could learn to slide.
You got to. Tua's gonna die out there, bro.
No, exactly. He's not gonna die. Come on. Come on.
Tua, as we know him, is gonna be dead.
Come on.
He's gonna be Tula or some shit. He's not gonna have something in his head.
Yeah, out of all the concussions we've seen in sports, football mainly, but me and Felix watch a lot of boxing. He's the only person I can recall that every concussion he's got, you can see the effect right there. Like when he banged in the hammer and his hand and everything, he was gone. Yeah. He was gone.
That's tough, bro.
He just come on. He just got to learn how to protect himself.
No, he's got to slide. Like whole last season wasn't injured, I don't think. He didn't run for anything.
Yeah, he was healthy the whole year last year. Like, let's not exaggerate.
I can't run, but it says it's every time he gets a hard sack, he gets a concussion. Every time he gets hit, he gets a concussion. Every time Tua gets hit, I can guarantee, bro, half the world is like, oh, he got up. What
he needs to do,
hit, you're like, oh shit, let's see what happens.
What he needs to do is pull out some old Peyton Manning footage and watch it. Because when that dude dropped back and he seen somebody get ready to hit him, he looked like a sniper from the roof hit him.
Yep.
He dropped so fast.
Take a knee real quick. Brady did the same thing. Somebody cleared the tackle. Oh, shit.
Yeah. He looked like Peyton Manning used to look like a sniper hit him out the stands.
Bro, that's crazy.
Like, you got to be smart and protect yourself. You don't have to retire. You have to be smart and protect yourself.
But if you can't protect yourself, somebody has to step in.
You can't go head first into the safety.
He shouldn't even be there.
Period. He shouldn't be going
be. That safety shouldn't even been on the field.
Well, he's a clone.
But
and he shouldn't have went head first into his clone.
No,
that dude escaped like the little girl in the new Beetlejuice. He was there. He escaped.
Dude, his head hit. You just see ear hole to shoulder pad. His neck fold like an accordion.
He should have just slid, man. If he would have slid, it'd be over. You won't even be talking about it right now.
4th and 1 for the Super Bowl. It's a 3rd and whatever in week 2. Yeah. Take the knee or drop down.
Slide, buddy.
And then go to the next play.
But slide. The Super Bowl, there was enough
It's week 2.
You slide and you just come back. Call it time out.
That was tough.
Yeah, it's week 2, bro. Slide.
He needs to check and see what's going on because he can't keep getting hit and just being like
27 years old, man. That's all I'm saying. Like, hey, we can agree to disagree, but 27 years old, I'm just thinking, all right, so when this man get to 32, 34, his prime years, or still in his prime years, he's probably going to be messed up. He's probably going to be a half.
It could be bad for him, because he's like, again, it's not like he's taking a hit where he's dizzy. You see when he gets hit, he is concussed. His whole body is frozen.
All he needs to do is slide.
He needs to slide, but knowing Tua, he's going to slip and hit his head on the back, and he's going to get a concussion that way.
Bad luck,
it's a possibility. Speaking of possibility, somebody put it in the chat. I saw it all over the interweb this week. It was the 18th time a interception was called back for Patrick Mahomes due to a defensive penalty. I know they said that last play, 4th and 6 or 4th and 13, whatever it was they pushing him back. I'm sitting there, Liam's watching the game, 4th and whatever. Oh, here comes a penalty. Pass interference. Anybody can predict this shit. When the game is on the line, a simple bang-bang play that's let go the entire game is getting called for the Chiefs. The interception he had, oh, hold on, throw the flag. Why? Because Mahomes threw the interception, penalty on the other team. It's guaranteed coming. I absolutely hate watching the Chiefs for that exact reason. It's not a matter of if they throw that bullshit call penalty. It's when. And it's always going to be in the 4th quarter, always going to be when the game's on the line. I cannot take watching the Chiefs. That being said, the Bengals, bro, are they the Bungles again? 0-2? What do they got going on?
That's Rob's Super Bowl team. Every year, for some reason, he likes to pick them.
Bro, I'm a Joe Burrow guy that got all the weapons. Jesus.
Getting where?
Bro? They've gotten there. I mean, they started 0-2. It's like their third time going 0-2.
How long is Burrow going to live off that one season?
I don't know. Hey, Chase said the Bengals are the team to beat in the AFC, not the defenders.
Oh, gosh. Rob, they're going to live off that one season with Rob, boy. They got there. I'm going to tell you this. They got there.
Like Kyler Murray
they are the only team that plays the Chiefs the best so far.
They really do.
They got a winning record against them.
And the refs got to be like, yo, we got to calm that down. We can't have that.
They got there.
I'm going to do the Kyler Murray. After the season, depending on how the season goes, Joe Burrow is off my radar. I used to think he was the best quarterback in the NFL. Had all the tools, all of this, all of that. This season, wiping it all away, starting fresh next year. He's going to be just a guy until he does something different. I clean the slate for Kyler Murray. He's showing out. I'm going to Burrow. He might not even get to the end of the season. He throws up another shit game. That team does nothing against the Commanders this week. I'm done with Burrow. You're going to the I'm going to pull Herbert out of the just a guy category and give him some props. Burrow is going into the just a guy category right next to Trevor Lawrence, and I'm pushing him off to the side. He's got the weapons. Don't tell me Joe Mixon was that big of a loss and T. Higgins that big of a loss and Chase got his contract. Burrow's got, if you're a good quarterback, you got to elevate dudes around you. And they were screwed by the refs, in my opinion. But bro, they're not doing good.
Who was that saying it the other day? The same shit I'm saying. Like, Burrow's been living off this one little Super Bowl run his whole career.
Whoever said it was on point with that because they got me. I'm buying into it. Now I'm about to sell it off.
He's been living off this one Super Bowl run, boy.
When you win early in the NFL, you're locked in as the greatest ever. Brady won early. Manning won late. You see how they shit on Manning and love Brady. Burrow won early. He can do no wrong. Caleb Williams, if he doesn't win early, he's going to be the dud that the media is mad at. They overhyped him and didn't deliver, and they're going to talk crap about him the rest of his career. You better get it together. If you win early in the NFL, the media is going to do whatever you want. If you don't win early, they're going to shit on you because they hyped you up so much. They had their own weird vendetta about that. It's tough in the streets, bro.
That's crazy, man.
0-2 Giants, we knew that. They suck. Patriots 1-1, Jets 1-1. I think we're more surprised at the Patriots being 1-1 than the Jets.
Definitely. Yeah, I thought they were going to be have the number one pick in the draft. They still got a shot.
They still have a shot.
They can clearly go 1-16.
That would be awesome.
I'm definitely surprised that they won the game, but they beat the Bengals.
They beat the Bengals. So, what are we working with here? What about your boy Bo Nix? See anything? Still growing pains?
Growing pains, man. He's a rookie, man. They all gonna run into growing pains. They all gonna run into it.
I mean, he's the team's leading rusher, so he's already
every one of these rookie quarterbacks is gonna run into issues, man. Jaden Daniels, they don't even let him throw the ball down the field.
They do not.
They just say, hey, we're gonna run wide receiver screen, running back screen, and option. This is our offense.
That's it. Try to develop the guy for a little bit. No, we're gonna have him run a little more. He's a small dude. He takes one wrong hit. He better go to Lamar Jackson. Like, yo, how do you bulk up, bro? How can
he takes a good? He's tough. He's tough.
That's good. Football's a mindset, man. Not about how big you are. It's a calling. Only certain people can do it.
He's
Daniel,
tough.
0 for 0, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but 410 yards. Brian Robinson is looking good. Eckler's our leading receiver. That's probably backs up your point. Wide receiver screens, quick dump offs, option left, option right.
They've turned Scary Terry into a blocker.
That's not good. The dude's actually a good receiver. Buffalo needs receivers. Come on down. Let's go.
Yeah. Not Scary Terry legit. Right should have came to Indy instead of taking that deal in Washington. He should have came on home.
Who do we got right now as rookie of the year? Who's out there? Is it Daniels right now?
Or Neighbors.
Neighbors had a decent game last week. Listen, if you're good on that team with that quarterback, you should win your own separate award. Like, you should just get the, hey, good job, bro award, because that team's
What's
bad.
when you went to school and the teacher ain't have enough information to give you a grade? That's what it is right now.
The eye.
The incomplete.
The eye, incomplete.
Offensive rookie of the year right now is incomplete, buddy.
All right. Only 2 weeks in, but we'll come back to it.
Marvin Harrison had a big game last week, but then so did Neighbors. Neighbors had a big game last week.
I forget about Marvin Harrison. Yeah, that game he had, that was a good game.
Yeah.
I think what we'll do when we get to the first quarter of the season, we'll revisit our division picks, our MVP picks, our rookie of the year picks. We'll shuffle them around. We'll talk about it, see if you want to change anything. You guys let us know in the comments who you like for division winners after week 2, after week 3. Yes, we'll do what the talking heads do, and we'll start predicting each week after week. It's football season. It's fun. Because if you hit one, you look like a guru. You look like
what's not fun?
What's that?
Losing in table tennis right now.
Jesus Christ. Let's wrap this up. We got a good hour. We got some shorts coming out.
Yeah, do that.
That's what's not fun.
My daughter just gave me some bum news, man. You might see it on the news, Billy.
I love the news.
What did she lost table tennis too?
Jesus Christ.
Little high schooler got hit by lightning riding his bike.
Hold on, hit by what?
Lightning, bro. It's tough in the streets out there.
Holy hell. He should have played the lotto. He's got better odds with the lotto.
Yeah, by Myanmar.
Hitting with lightning.
That's going to be on the Ring app. Hey, you guys see this kid light up?
Since when people start hit with lightning?
I'll go into hell.
You gotta be the most lucky one.
71. Who's out there? 70? Do you want any 71s at the top of our head?
No.
I didn't think so.
I'm tired of the O-line. All right.
Yeah, we're almost.
The O-line is tough. You know, O-line
getting the receiver soon.
Wrap us up.
It's tough. Hey, bet of the week. Canes minus 16.
That seems good.
Yeah.
They're playing South Florida, right?
South Florida. Yeah.
I saw the over-under.
Minus 16 and the over. Just take the over.
Isn't it like 65 or something like that?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you don't want to take the over. That sounds like a lot. Unless it's Tennessee. Because Tennessee gets that in the first half.
Well, they scored damn near 60 by themselves last week, didn't they? Didn't they score 60?
They had 65 at the half. It was one of my bets. The 11-game parlay bet that I hit, my last bet was Tennessee. And the over was 63. They had 65 at halftime.
God.
Their third-string quarterback was in throwing touchdowns.
Is that Tennessee? Isn't that Arch Manning? Didn't he saw something he hit?
That's Texas, buddy.
That's Texas? They're orange and begin with a T. Like, really? That's the common mistake amongst regular people.
Damn it, I just lost that bet. Jesus Christ. Let me close out this table tennis.
Wrap it up. Episode 71.
Jesus Christ. I can't even bet on it. This is terrible.
Follow, subscribe.
You know the drill. Podcast. Instagram, TikTok, MySpace, Facebook, BlackPlanet.com, Mihente.com. We everywhere. Get at us. Hey, for real, comment, leave comments. We love the comments. So come chop it up with your boys. And we out.